survey the wondrous cross on which the Prince of Glory died. My richest gain I count but loss, and pour content on all my pride. Forbid it, Lord, that I should boast, save in the death of Christ my God. All the vain things that charm me most, I sacrifice them to His blood. Oh, the wonderful cross, oh, the wonderful cross, bids me come and die, and find that I may truly live. Oh, the wonderful cross, oh, the wonderful cross, all who gather here by grace draw near and bless your name. See from His head, His hands, His feet, sorrow and love flowing go down. Did e'er such love and sorrow meet, o'er thorns compose so rich a crown. Oh, the wonderful cross, oh, the wonderful cross, bids me come and die, and find that I may truly live. Oh, the wonderful cross, oh, the wonderful cross, all who gather here by grace draw near and bless your name. Were the whole realm of nature mine, that were a present far too small. Love so amazing, so divine, demands my soul, my life, my all.
The events of this week happened quickly for Jesus. Time was running short. Even Peter, Jesus' friend, couldn't get to Jesus to apologize after he denied his dear teacher 3 times. And now Jesus was hanging on a cross, surrounded by the mightiest of the Roman military. John Mark, Peter's attendant and scribe, writes in his gospel for us to understand the last minutes of Jesus' earthly life. He does so in Mark chapter 15. He records, "And when the 6th hour had come, there was darkness over the whole land until the 9th hour. And at the 9th hour Jesus cried with a loud voice, Eloi, Eloi, lama sabachthani, which means, my God, why have you forsaken me? And some of the bystanders, hearing it, said, Behold, he is calling Elijah. And someone ran and filled a sponge with sour wine, put it on a reed, and gave it to him to drink, saying, Wait, let us see whether Elijah will come to take him down. And Jesus uttered a loud cry and breathed his last. And the curtain of the temple was torn in two, from top to bottom. And when the centurion who stood facing him saw that in this way he breathed his last, he said, Truly, this man was the Son of God. Jesus died with a governing officer standing before him, looking up at him. He saw Jesus' humiliated body, his blood drained on the ground at his feet. He heard Jesus cry out, my God, why have you forsaken me? He watched Jesus' reaction to the mocking and the insincere presentation of sour wine served on a stick. This guard discovered later that the curtain of the temple was torn in two from top to bottom at that very moment. Now access to God will be provided by the unique sacrifice of the one who hung before him. And finally, embedded in his mind were the last words of Jesus, a cry of victory. It is finished, he shouted, and he exhaled his last breath. Once Jesus died, all mocking ceased, and there before Jesus' spent body was a changed Roman guard. You can almost hear the quiet that now speaks volumes. After what may have seemed an eternity, we hear the voice of this respectful centurion. He had observed the death of many crucified criminals, and yet he recognized the purity and power of Jesus. And the words welled up in him, and he declared, Truly, this man was the Son of God. Like the thief on the cross, who probably was overheard by this onlooking soldier, he had an incomplete understanding of Jesus' identity and mission. But Mark seems to record his declaration as an indication of the centurion's newfound faith and trust in the truth of this Jesus suspended before him. And yet, like Peter and this new Roman follower, and you and I, we must wait 3 days before the dawn. Will you pray with me? Worthy Father, thank you for Mark. We are grateful for his writing down accurately, as much as he could remember, of Peter's words. Although not an eyewitness of Jesus nor a disciple, it was his desire not to omit or misrepresent anything. Thus, he puts us at the life-stained foot of the cross. We stand beside this transformed, thoughtful officer and witness these cataclysmic events, coupled with the extraordinary self-control, purity, and love shown by Jesus in his death. It made the centurion realize that Jesus truly was your Son. Thank you for such tenderness. Now, as Jesus' people, we wait before the dawn.